this is Tony Madsen. I am out at the Rusty Coles Fieldhouse on the Monday after the UMS Wright game. And we had a bit of dilemma after the game as far as the Billy Lankford Memorial Player of the Game. We had three worthy recipients on the defense between Nick Russo, Cam Kerbl, and Ollie Deese. So we just chose them all. And here they are to talk with you tonight. We'll start off with Nick Russo. Nick, just tell us a little bit about yourself, what year you are. You got any family here nearby?
My sister is a graduate of the 2019 class at St. Michael. I've been in the Catholic school system around here my entire life. Started at Christ the King preschool, and I'm all the way up at St. Michael now as a junior. So, yeah.
Awesome. And then we have Cam Kerbl. Cam, introduce yourself as well.
Cam Kerbl, class of 2027. I'm a sophomore. I have 3 siblings in the Catholic school system. 2 at Christ the King, 1 at St. Michael, and parents.
Southern Endodontics, though, a sponsor of the Wild Cardinal Network this season. That's excellent to hear. Thank you, Cam. And Ollie Deese.
I'm a senior. I've got a junior brother here, Thompson. I've got a sophomore sister at Bayside. And I have a younger brother, Henry, at Christ the King. He's in 3rd grade.
And we've got linebacker, correct?
Yes, sir.
Linebacker. And strong safety or free safety?
We rotate. We don't have anyone set.
Just a safety. All right. Now, when you're out there on the field, Ollie, you call most of the defensive plays. Is that right? Or
no, Coach Cortopassi calls all the plays. We just echo. You'll see us out there giving play calls, and that's really just, it starts from the sideline, and we try and, shout and make sure everyone knows what's going on. We haven't really called plays ourselves since like 7-on-7.
Okay.
They like to QP. He does a great job seeing what the offense is running and knows what to call. We rarely have a messed up play call ever. So
excellent. Well, let's start off with the UMS Wright game, because that's where, of course, we get the players of the game from. You guys started that game off really well. We got an interception, first drive from UMS Wright by Cam Kerbl here. And then the second, we held them to a punt. That's turned out to be really important throughout the game as they held us or kept pace with our offense after that, and then to hold them at the end of the game. But let's start with the beginning of the game in that first drive. Cam, how was that, and how did the interception come together for you?
Oh, yeah.
Because you kind of fell down into your hands, didn't you? There was a deflection?
Yes, sir. It was definitely a great start to the game. Ollie Deese made a great hit on that play, popping that kid from the bat, setting the tone, fell right into my hands, really. Wasn't a hard catch. But, I was hustling to the ball and made the right play on it, and Ollie did his job, let me do my job. Yes, sir.
Nick Russo came out of there with 10 tackles on the night, 7 solo and 3 assists, and 1 pass defense. So the pass defense, that was towards the end of the game, is that right? Or
Was it when I sacked the QB and he threw the ball, or is it whenever the...
All right, so Nick Russo ended up with 10 tackles on the night. Tell me a little bit about UMS Wright. Compare them to what you might be looking at Hanley.
UMS Wright was definitely a lot more fundamental than Hanley is, and Hanley's a lot more athletic than UMS Wright. So, they basically run the same things. They scheme everything pretty much the same, but they have different styles with their players. UMS was a lot smaller than I thought they were on their line. I thought they were going to be a lot bigger, but they were not that big. But
take a look at UMS Wright for us a little bit, Cam. Did they have some good athletes on offense? They didn't. How was their rusher? Tell me about the running attack.
They had a big running back. We've played great backs the past few weeks. He was obviously nothing we hadn't seen. But, they're just a tough football team. They play hard all around. That's how they were coached their whole program, and they've been around longer than anybody else. So they set the tone, but we showed them what we were there to do.
Excellent. Now, Ollie Deese, tell me a little bit about our playoff fate. Will you? We got to face Hanley. We faced them last year, but they lost a lot of seniors, was my understanding. Scout Hanley for me just a little bit.
Yeah, they lost 24 seniors, 17 starters, and that's really hard to replace. You look at their O-line, it's nothing what they were last year. A lot smaller. They don't hit as hard. They've replaced some of their skill players. They've got some solid skill players, but, we were so much better on defense than we were last year. You know, we fly better to the ball, we swarm, we attack. And they're just not ready for us. And their defense is nowhere close to what it was last year. You know, they play a lot of man coverage, and they can't hang with Brody and Tucker in man coverage. And Noah's just gotten so much better as a back in our O-line, and they don't want the smoke. You know, I think they'll put up a good fight. You know, they're just a solid program. That's what they do. But I think we've got the edge for sure.
Awesome. All right, Mr. Russo. Tell me just a little bit about what you think of Hanley and they come down here. We've got an offense that's averaging 36 points a game. They average about 32. Do you think we can hold them to less than 32?
I think any stop we can get is going to benefit us as a team like a lot because our offense is just so on another level compared to other teams. If we can just get a couple stops just to at least help out our offense, I think that's going to help us throughout the game. And I think that'll give us the win for sure.
The 2024 season is historic in many ways. It's 9-1 on the season as far as a record. We've only lost one game as far as a region. All these are best ever as far as St. Michael High School football program. How do you feel to be part of this growth in the program and how quickly it's happened over the last few years?
Yes, sir. It feels great. So excited to have that field up. I think that helps us out a lot. People are going to see that we're getting on the map. They're gonna see the Cardinals. Hopefully we can make a good run in the playoffs. If we handle our business and we do what we can do, I think we should just be fine. We'll have a tough week against Jackson, but we'll get there when we get there.
Ollie, you're a senior on defense. Who else? Rocco comes out there quite often as a senior.
Rocco does. It's really just
seniors.
Really just me and Toby. We put Andrew Cordy out there sometimes, but really the two starters are just me and Toby. You know, we had Brady Zadib at the beginning of the season, but he tore his ACL. So it's just been me and Toby out there. You know, we've got a good bond. You know, I love all the younger guys. You know, I've played football with them for a long time. You know, we all have great chemistry, and I think that really helps helps us play good. You know, we start talking some smack. You know, we've all got each other's back, and we're all good friends. You know, so it's really nice.
Let's go ahead and give our defensive leaders a chance to give me a prediction on the final score. Why don't you go ahead and start off, Nick?
All right. I think the Cardinals are going to take this one. I think it's going to be a great game. I think it might be a little bit of a shootout, but I think we're going to take it 56-42.
All right. Mr. Kerbl, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm going along Nick's lines. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. 35-42, Cardinals.
55-28, Cardinals.
Go Cardinals!
St. Michael.
Defend us!